Going on to you, Libras. So you have the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Empress, which is a Libra, the Tower, the King of Pentacles, the Moon, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Swords. So the mere fact that you Libras even showed up in your own reading, obviously you have huge influence on this. The Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, right? And the Empress. The Six of Pentacles is about how people have to, like I've been talking about, give back, right? Way too many times people want to be exploitative when they're getting to know somebody. They want to come on in and essentially boss people around. And whenever it is that they don't want to be in a relationship anymore, they basically think that, you know, the person still owes them or whatever for their time of being with them. Making their time transaction or transactional. So the Seven of Wands and the Empress now represents, you Libras understand the transaction, but a lot of y'all are not going for that, because the Seven of Wands represents what it is that you spend is time with the person. So both sides are spending time. So this idea that these people may have with this having to automatically want you Libras to spend not only time but money on them, that's not going to work. That's a dub. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. The Seven of Wands represents, yeah, like you understand the hypocrisy in all of it. And you Libras understand that's not really going to work for you. So if anybody who has that type of transactional mindset, a lot of you Libras are just going to be like, whatever. The Empress now is about how a lot of you Libras essentially, and like I said before, it was with that person, but it's now so more of a mentality that a lot of you have, right? The Empress, right, is about how a lot of you Libras understand that ultimately you have to change your whole mentality from the ground up, and that the days of you Libras spending and wanting to show people your gratitude and show people respect and stuff like this, a lot of that stuff is pretty much over, right? You build with the people that want to build with you. And when I say build, I mean the people who are willing to go through not just good times, but hardship, who is there for it all, right? Build with those people, trust those people, right? As opposed to the individuals that only want it when you're done, when you're handsome, when you're beautiful, when money is coming in. So the Tower and the King of Pentacles now represents, so as a result, the Tower, right? The Tower now represents how a lot of you Libras, and forget about whatever type of relationships that does not need to be worked on. A lot of you Libras may be thinking about, you know, relationships and, you know, how you can manage them, how you can save them. Forget about all of that stuff, Libra. Because again, what I'm realizing through a lot of these readings, the past 2-3 readings, is that you care way too much what it is that people think, unfortunately to your own detriment sometimes. And what I'm here to help you, Libra. So what I'm trying to say to you is forget that nonsense. Forget about all of that. All of that trying to get people to like you. Look, people are going to like you based off of them hanging out with you, spending time with you. When you go up to people, or they come up to you, or both, right? And the two of y'all get to know each other. If they don't like you in the first place and they want to continue to get to know you, there's no point in trying to be in a relationship with you. There's no point in them continuing to get to know you. So people are going to automatically like you or don't like you. There's only two categories, really, and that's the situation. So there's no need for you Libras to try to get them to like you. There's no need for them to try to try so hard to get them to like you. This is why it is I said that there's no point in trying to jump through hoops for people, because like I said before, there is no reason for an S test, because when someone decides that they want to try to run game, or they don't like you based off of how much time they spend around you, they're becoming a part of your life. They're becoming, when you go do something, handle your business, if they are hanging around you, they will see for themselves how serious you are, how for real a lot of you are. That you're not just sitting up talking some nonsense just to impress people. You actually walk the walk and you talk the talk. So there's no need for S tests. And if a person doesn't like you based off of how you are naturally, then forget about them. There's no point in holding on to it. The King of Pentacles represents, you just have to learn to let that be water up underneath the bridge, because don't even worry about that type of stuff, because you're going to be spending so much time trying to figure out what exactly is going on, to the point where you will end up completely missing the point, Libra, that you're spending your good time that you're supposed to be using building yourself up, making yourself more pretty, handsome, whatever you want to call it, making yourself more valuable, right? Financially, personally, right? When you get to know people, all of that type of stuff, you're going to be missing the point if you're worrying too much about trying to get people to be impressed, and to people who are basically playing a game to like you. The moon now represents, so as a result, this is what it is that you have to do. You have to ghost everybody that makes a decision that they don't respect you and that they don't like you. They don't respect you enough to understand what it is that you're doing. Forget about them. Ghost them. Cut not just physical ties with them, but emotional ties with them. The Queen of Wands, because all it is that they're here, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, all it is that they're here to do is show up in a handsome or pretty wrapper, right? Meaning they may appear to be pretty or handsome, depending on what you're into. I don't care what you're into, right? And sabotage your life, which is obviously a no-no. So the Hanged Man now, and the Queen of the Hanged Man and the Queen of Swords now represents, this is how it is that a lot of you Libras are going to go out. No, you shouldn't be going out like this, where people are trying to scapegoat you, and you're going to allow yourselves to be scapegoated. How people are going to talk trash about you. You're going to let people just say whatever, do whatever they want to you. I don't suggest it. The Queen of Swords, that's more like it. You Libras will question it more, because you Libras are fighters at heart. A lot of y'all have the fighting spirit, but anyway. So you're not just going to go out like that. You're going to have more, the Queen of Swords, you're going to have more self-respect. That's right. So let's clarify some of these cards now. Let's clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower. Hold on though. So to clarify the Tower, we have the Five of Cups, the Queen of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Right. So to clarify the Tower, again, this is about learning how to let relationships that don't work to not work, and don't care about it. Page of Wands, Six of Wands. But if you go back and you try to make it work, they will only try to sabotage the relationship by trying to sabotage you, because they're not going to be happy. They're not happy really with themselves. So they're going to try to sabotage you for being with them. So let's clarify one more card. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Let's clarify it with one more card. the Page of Wands, right? So the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Pentacles, you want to look for somebody who has your best interest in mind and who actually listens to what it is that you have to say and takes it into consideration. You want to deal with somebody who is considerate and not someone who is so stuck up on themselves. Two of Swords, right? Page of Wands, the person should also challenge you in ways for you to be able to get better.